about to get serious here!
There's no way you win against me now.
Alright everyone, JB here, and we're back with another Dragon Ball Z video on the channel today. Now today, I'm going to be doing a quick LLZ power guide for you guys. I did mention this in my last video that I'm going to be doing this, trying to get all these guides out the way for you guys of the pretty much just the festival. So we're looking at a little bit over 2,000 so far, right? So I can't speak for the entirety of the festival. I can say for the very least, for the first two parts, this is about the amount you can get, which is really a good amount because that's basically guaranteed about probably like what, 3 stars, 2 stars on any character that you want. So I'm gonna be going over all of that and everything. But before we hop into everything, there is also 600 Chrono Crystals. Now I believe this came yesterday. This is from the reveals and stuff, the rewards for the amount of views that we got. So if you haven't claimed this, be sure to go to your crystal box. I mean, not crystal box, but your gift box, and you know, claim those. So as always, if you're new around here, consider leaving a like on the video and join the channel. It's very much appreciated. And just drop a like if you just, you know, enjoyed the video or it was helpful in some way. So first things first, we're gonna go over pretty much what is gonna give us the most Jesus Christ. I'm so used to recording crystal, you know, videos when it comes to these guides, but the most Z power when it comes to LFZ power. Now it's going to be the non-stop raids, because this one is going away in a couple days, but every time that one goes away, we get one pretty much every single week, because they're only about a week long. So from each one of the shops, you're going to be able to get at least 100 Z power, right? There's 5 raids in total. So if you calculate that, it's pretty simple. We're going to have 500 Z power right there. And then that's not all, you know, so if you hop to the missions, there's missions as well. That's why I stress it enough. Make sure you guys are grounding the raid, at least if you're grounding anything in the game. Now if you go to the raid missions down here for the raid honor missions, you have to collect these raid honors. Now once you collect 4 of them, you're going to be able to get this 600 Z power right here. So that's pretty much like the majority, you know, the most you're going to get for anything throughout the game so far. And we're sitting at a little bit at 1100. Now, there's also another one. We hop in the news. We have a thing called the Festival Challenge. Now, this is also something that I mentioned in that crystal guide. So if you scroll down here, and then, so on the special, you know, this right here. So step 3 is where you have a chance to pretty much get either the Z power, the gift box, or the crystals. Now, this one is a little bit easier to pretty much divide. There's 54 days in total, you know, and you're pretty much getting this special, you know, challenge every 3 days. So you divide that by 3, and then you divide it by 3 again, because there's 3 items, and you have, you know, the Z power is a 1 out of 3 chance for you to get it. So if you divide those, I already calculated for you guys, by 3 twice, that's 600 more Z power. That's why I say keep in mind, because for the majority, you know, sometimes it is based on luck, but this was around the same amount that we got last year for the festival, because I did the same thing when I was talking about the Z power for the guide last year, and we got around that same amount, 600. So we're sitting at 1700. There is a couple more, I believe, missions. So you hop in the missions over here really quick. I believe there is one for, we have the Legends Fest missions down here. So if you scroll down here, kind of the same thing, except you're going to be collecting the festival medals. I did a guide for that, so just do, you know, if you want to know how to get those pretty quick and efficient, make sure you guys are checking that out. But this one, like I said, it's gonna take a little bit of a minute, but it is 1,000 medals for 100 Z power. So we're gonna add that really quick. And then if we hop in the shop, I believe we have a couple things in here. One of them is going to be these right here, the plates. Now this only applies if you summon. So if you haven't summoned, they, you know, you're not gonna have any gold plates, because they're in the gift box. You gold plates in the, you know, in the gift box essentially. So if you haven't summoned in, you know, this entire year, because you need at least 30 of these, it pretty much is 1,000 crystals per 1 plate. So if you spent 30,000 crystals, you know, within this entire year, you're gonna be able to get 30. But guess what? For my free play people, I'm gonna also show you. Because you can see right here that you're able to exchange these silver ones for the gold ones, so that way you can get this 100, you know, Z power. So for right now, I'm going to show you guys really quick. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. So now we're sitting at 1900. Now, the easiest way is to just do the missions. So there is missions form where you can get up to 500, I believe. So if you scroll down here, yeah. So we got festival plate missions. They're pretty simple. You're just KO characters. That's pretty much essentially the majority of the missions. And you have different other ones like clear the raid. You have the co-op. And then if, let's just say there's another option. There is also the space time rush that we just recently got. This is also going to give you some. So just make sure you guys are going and doing this, because there's 5 of these. It's giving you, besides like the space time rush medals, it's also giving you some of those plates. So like I said, even if you didn't spend any crystals, you're gonna be able to still be able to exchange those out and get that Z power. So besides that, with everything we went over, I believe the only thing left would be the festival medal shop. And then there's 2 other things I'm going to mention as well. Same thing right here. You're just collecting medals. You have to collect the medals, and you have to exchange it out. You're going to need 200 for that. So we're just going to add that 100 really quick. And then we have 2 events that are currently not in the game just yet. So one of them I did mention in the last video. It is the challenge battle. So the challenge battle, you just do it. You do different stages. You get 500 crystals and 100 Z power. I don't remember if it's from the exchange shop or from like the actual, you winning it from the event. But I do know it is 100 Z power. It's the same thing with the hoi poi. They talked about that in the reveals and stuff. That's something, another event that we should be seeing this week, because I don't feel like they're gonna hold off on that, because they announced it a couple days ago. And then you have next week, which is the weekly reset tomorrow, and then we're gonna get that. So besides that, hoi poi, I believe it's a step up. I'm hoping that it's a step up, but if it's a step up, it's gonna be pretty simple, pretty easy. One of the steps, you get 100 LFZ power from it. So therefore, our total is sitting at 2200. So therefore, like I said, there could be more events. This is only about, I would say, the estimated amount for part 1 and 2. We could see some other events. I could be wrong, right? We do have some, I believe there's some other stuff that's coming, like a new PvP mode as well. And besides the other events that I mentioned, with the challenge battle and a new raid and a hoi poi. So hopefully, we see something new, but this is a really good amount. Like I said, this is a guaranteed at least 2 or 3 stars up on any character that you want. So just make sure you guys, more importantly, you're grinding that raid. That's where majority of these Z power is coming from. So hopefully this was helpful. But as always, everyone have a blessed day. It's your boy JB. I'm out.